Once upon a time, in the heart of a dense jungle, a young baby King Kong was peacefully playing. Suddenly, a group of hunters appeared, and with their helicopters, they captured the baby King Kong. The baby roared in fear as he was lifted into the air, and the hunters quickly flew towards the city, intending to sell him to a zoo owner. The city buzzed with excitement as news spread about the rare baby King Kong. But far away in the jungle, the mighty father King Kong heard his baby's distressed cries. With a mighty roar, he began his journey to the city, determined to rescue his child. The city was not ready for the mighty King Kong's arrival. As he approached, his thundering footsteps shook the ground. The first building he encountered, he swatted away like it was made of paper. Cars were tossed aside and people ran in fear. King Kong smashed through the city, his roars echoing off the skyscrapers. Amidst the chaos, Superman was alerted. He soared through the sky, his cape billowing behind him, and reached the city in the blink of an eye. He quickly assessed the situation and realized the father King Kong wasn't there to cause harm, but to find his baby. Superman flew towards the zoo where the baby King Kong was held. But the hunters had anticipated his arrival. They unleashed a barrage of tranquilizer darts and lasers, attempting to stop him. With his super speed, Superman dodged and deflected the attacks, smashing through their defenses and freeing the baby King Kong from his cage. The baby King Kong clung to Superman as he flew back towards the rampaging father. King Kong was now battling the city's military, who were using tanks and helicopters to try to stop him. The mighty beast was undeterred, swatting helicopters out of the sky and flipping tanks with ease. Superman, holding the baby, flew directly into the fray. He used his heat vision to cut through the tank's barrels and his super strength to shield the baby from any harm. Hovering above the city, Superman held the baby King Kong out, making sure the father saw his child was safe. The mighty King Kong's eyes softened at the sight of his baby. With a powerful leap, Superman descended, placing the baby into his father's enormous hands. The reunion was heartwarming, but the threat was not over yet. The hunters, enraged by their failed plan, unleashed a gigantic robotic monster to take down both King Kong and Superman. The metal beast roared and charged, its claws and teeth gleaming in the sunlight. Superman took to the sky, engaging the robot in a fierce aerial battle. He punched and dodged, using his heat vision to try and melt the robot's joints. Meanwhile, King Kong protected his baby, using his immense strength to hurl debris at the robot and shield his child from harm. The battle raged on, with explosions and debris flying everywhere. Finally, Superman and King Kong teamed up. Superman used his strength to hold the robot in place, and with a mighty swing, King Kong delivered a devastating punch that shattered the robot into pieces. With the threat neutralized, the city's people finally understood the situation. They watched as the mighty King Kong, holding his baby, carefully made his way out of the city and back to the jungle. Superman followed them to ensure their safe return. Back in the jungle, the father and baby King Kong were reunited with their family. Superman waved goodbye, knowing he had not just saved the city, but also brought a family back together. From that day on, the city remembered the importance of compassion and understanding. And Superman? He remained ever watchful, ready to help whenever needed. And so, the story of King Kong and Superman became a legend. A tale of adventure, love, and heroism that would be told for generations to come.